You want the best possible outcome. Let's discuss what to do if you're arrested for a minor traffic offense as an undocumented immigrant, and why the first thing you need to do is find a criminal defense attorney to represent you. So first of all, if you get pulled over, you need to know what to do to protect yourself. Pull over safely, stop your car, turn on your hazard lights, slowly lower your window, and keep your hands in a visible location. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to answer any questions, including any about your immigration status. You can say, I want to exercise my right to remain silent, and I want to speak to a lawyer. If you do not have a valid driver's license, don't try to show the officer something fake. If the officer asks for your permission to search, you say, no, I don't consent to any search. The officer can't search your vehicle without a proper warrant from a judge or if they have reasonable suspicion. After you're pulled over, one of two things will happen. You will receive an NTA or a notice to appear, or you will be arrested. Unfortunately, it's very likely that you will be arrested. Having a criminal defense attorney can help you achieve the best possible outcome for your very unique situation. You're being arrested and taken to jail for a traffic offense, such as driving without a valid driver's license. Now, these are traffic criminal offenses. They're relatively minor misdemeanors. Being arrested as a result of a traffic offense can trigger immigration enforcement. After you're in custody, law enforcement can place an ICE immigration hold on you. This immigration hold is in addition to your criminal traffic offense. Once that case is resolved, there is still a hold in place, and ICE has up to 48 hours to pick you up and take you to a detention center. Remember, what starts as a criminal offense quickly becomes a criminal and immigration issue, also known as crimmigration. The first issue that you're going to be dealing with is criminal. And that's why the first thing you should do after being arrested is hire a criminal defense attorney. You might be thinking to yourself, why do I need a criminal defense attorney? Well, it's important to hire a criminal defense attorney before considering anything else. In most situations with an ICE hold, posting bond is a bad thing. Don't talk to anyone or do anything without your lawyer present. You need to get great strategic advice from a criminal defense expert. And the consequences of not hiring a good criminal defense attorney can cost you your freedom and your future. Your attorney will help you understand your case, what your options are. They're going to work with you to have your charges reduced or dropped or help you prepare for trial, all along while doing it with a strategy that's going to help you for immigration court as well. And good criminal defense attorneys, the best ones, they know a lot about immigration, but they also have immigration expert attorneys that they work with to help you achieve your best possible outcome. Remember, you don't want to go to immigration court with pending criminal charges, and this is why you need a strong criminal defense attorney to handle your case. Can I just post bond and get out of this place called jail? Well, no, it's not that simple. You need to hire a criminal defense attorney before you do anything. And here's why. A bond is a financial guarantee that you pay that will release you from jail on the promise that you'll return from your court appearance. If you post bond, it only applies to your criminal case. It doesn't apply to your immigration case. And if you post bond and you have an ICE hold, then you're paying this money and you're not going to be released from jail. And your immigration deportation proceedings are going to get expedited because you're going to get taken immediately to the immigration detention center. So if you're eligible for bond, you need to stop and get in touch with a criminal defense attorney right away, because posting bond makes it easier for ICE to take you and send you to a detention center while you still have these pending criminal charges. Now, this is bad for a few reasons. The most important reason is you don't want to go to immigration court with pending criminal charges. Pending criminal charges can be used against you in deportation proceedings, and they can be as bad as being convicted of a crime. They're always going to default and assume that you're guilty and that you will be convicted, which of course is completely against the United States Constitution and the presumption of innocence. But what we know is, in a lot of situations, immigration courts don't follow the law, don't follow the Constitution. Every case is different, and that's why you need a criminal defense attorney on your side as soon as you get arrested. Your criminal defense attorney will help you understand your situation, advise you on whether posting bond is good for your situation or not. Staying in jail may keep you safer as you figure out your legal strategy with your attorney and keep your ICE hold delayed for as long as possible. I want to share a story about a case involving an undocumented immigrant to show you why you need a good criminal defense lawyer. The case is from several years ago. I had a client who was undocumented and he needed to complete drug court in order to get his drug charges dismissed. Now, drug court is a diversion program that lets people with criminal charges, specifically drugs, receive treatment for substance abuse and avoid a conviction. Actually, the charges will get dismissed when you complete the program. The only way for him to complete this drug court program was for him to stay in jail, though, because he had an ICE hold. And if he posted bond to get out to do the program, well, then ICE would have immediately taken him to Chrome, the ICE detention facility in Southwest Miami, and then he would have been deported. So we devised this strategy that he had to, we gave him a choice. And we basically said, look, if you want to stay in this country, you're probably going to have to stay in jail for an entire year. We're going to need to convince the drug court program to let you do it from jail for the entire year. They did. He agreed. We all agreed. He did the program amazingly well. And after a year, his criminal case was dismissed. Then the ICE hold went into effect. He was taken to the detention center. But the key here is that he was taken to the detention center after his criminal case was completely 100% dismissed. We were able to beat the immigration case as well. And our client was amazingly happy. His family was happy. And a few years later, he came back to my office, just to thank me, thank my team. And we were able to successfully help him get his green card after that. And so that's why it's important to have the best criminal defense team on your side. Let me finish with one more story. Our team just won this case very recently, so it's very fresh in my mind. We had a young client who was visiting with a visa. He was not authorized to work. He was pulled over by police, and when asked to identify himself, he pulled out his wallet. He was going to hand the officer his Venezuelan identification, but the officer noticed a Florida ID. The cop reached in and grabbed it. And the issue was, it wasn't our client's ID. It was a fake ID that our client was using so that he can drink because he wasn't old enough to drink. So there's a few different issues that were stacked against him. Well, one, he was driving without a valid license. Two, the fake ID he had was fraudulent. And three, there wasn't any valid registration on the car. But with our help, we were able to gather evidence, get every single charge against him dropped. Having a criminal defense attorney can be the difference between having your case dismissed or having a bad outcome that negatively influences your deportation proceedings or your immigration court issues. Remember, you don't want to go to immigration court with pending criminal charges. If you're arrested, you need to hire the best defense attorneys right away. Don't do anything else until then. Don't post bond. Don't speak to anyone without your attorney present. And in our next video, we're going to summarize what you can expect from your criminal defense attorney after you've hired them to help you with your case.